So you are ready to start your testing of your house. We're going to test 2 times. We're going to be using the IR thermometers, the infrared thermometers. You're going to first test without insulation. That's going to give you baseline data. And then we're going to put in insulation based on some different criteria. And then you're going to test a second time as well as take a photo with an infrared camera. Part 1, testing without installation. So you need to read these instructions first. So after you put on the siding, but before you put in the insulation, you're going to put your house on the heat lamp. You need to be ready to go because it's a very fast-paced thing. And once you put it on the heat lamp, we're on a timer. And so it needs to be ready to go and you need to be organized and planned ahead of time. So this checklist is going to be filled in by you before you come up. So what you need to do is you need to take your house and it says, determine a location where you will measure on each side. You want to be consistent. The first thing you're going to do is it says, so checklist, label the different sides, north, east, southwest. So we know that the north side has no windows or doors. So this can be your north side. So then you can do your never eat shredded wheat or never eat soggy waffles or whatever version you do. You can put your labels on. Then what you need to do is you need to put a mark, and we're going to go from the bottom. We know the heat rises, so we're going to kind of do it at the bottom, and we're going to be at a consistent place. So I'm going to take a ruler, and I'm going to go like up 2 inches from a corner and over 2 inches from a corner, and I'm going to put a dot, and I'm going to do this on all 4 sides. I want to avoid, so for example, if I had a window that was right here, I'd want to, or a door right here, I'd want to kind of maybe do it from the other side. So try to avoid hitting a window or a door. But same thing, I'm going to go to each side and I'm going to go up 2 inches from the corner. And I'm going to go over 2 inches from the corner and I'm going to put a dot. And it tells you how to label them on this paper. So north, east, southwest, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to pick, you have 3 windows and a door to choose from. So pick one. I decided on this one. I'm going to put, I put a little dot there. So that's going to be where I measure. Number 5, so I'm going to be measuring a window. So then I would go in on my document and measure window. And then 6, I'm going to pick a corner of the house. So here's a corner of the house. There are 6. And then I'm going to have my roofs. The east side is going to be, once again, up 2, over 2 is 7. And on the west side, once again, from the corner, up 2, over 2, 8. If you have a slanted roof like that, not a peaked roof, or you have a flat roof, you will just have 7 marks, not 8. After I have it all marked, I'm ready to go, everything's marked. You're going to take your house, this is your uninsulated house, and you're going to take 2 computers to the testing center. If you only have 3 people, you'll just bring 1 computer and you'll need 2 people to do the markings. Before this goes onto the heat lamp, because once this goes on the heat lamp, you're on a timer and it's really fast paced. So what's going to happen is I'm going to practice ahead of time. So I could just use my finger. I don't need to have that heat gun with me. So I'm in line and I could be like, and if you don't do the heat gun the first time, not the heat gun, the infrared thermometer the first time, we're going to do this a second time when we have insulation. So you'll get to be the measurer the next time. So don't worry about that. Everyone will get an opportunity to use the IR thermometer. So relax. So I'm going to practice ahead of time. And, someone's going to have, or 1 or 2 people, if there's 4 people in your group, 2 people will have this tiny house report document open. You're going to be down here where you see the table. So I'm right now, I'm going to be in the before insulating category. And so maybe, when I put it down, north and east are right next to each other. So maybe one person is 1 and 2, and then someone else might be 3 and 4. And then we'll figure out who's closest to, I'm doing the east side. So maybe I'm also doing number 7. So I might be 1, 2, 7. And then the other person is going to do the other numbers. So what happens is this goes on the heat lamp. So let me just kind of hit a pause button and show you what it's going to look like.